here with Tomer Lankri, top real estate broker in Dallas-Fort Worth area. If you've ever worked with him, you know how great he is at negotiating and finding deals. And if you haven't, you got to give him a call. Tomer, thanks for coming in.
You're very kind. Thank you very much, sir.
Good to see you.
It. Thank you. Always a pleasure, Mr. Aaron.
So, Tomer, tell us what's going on in the market and what are you seeing, and why should people who may be on the fence today reach out and have a conversation about buying a house?
First of all, market is insane. It's crazy. It's not something that I used to, not something that my team or even my clients in generally, not something that we are, are very surprised about everything that's going on. The market is obviously shifting. It's going from, we were in seller's market for years.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remember the boom after 2017.
With the super low rates and everybody's buying everything to have the best rates.
Yeah, people was just rushing here.
Yeah.
People rushing here and bought homes more than their real values, which was great for us. We had a really amazing business back then, and we were selling homes left and right. And then in 2021, we had the appraisal waiver kicked in, the TXR 1948. Everybody was very thrilled about that because they're going to start making more money. And I think reality is kicked in right now. Reality of our inflation, our economy, rates are being, I don't have to tell you, you are the rates expert. Rates are being high between the 6s and 7s for a long time, which dequalified a lot of people, right?
Right. It definitely makes it harder for people to qualify. But if you can get over the fact that rates are high and you're just electing not to buy a house because of high rates, one of the things that I would tell you is, date the rate. We know rates potentially will come down.
Buy the house, date the rate, right?
That's right. Buy the house, date the rate.
Yeah.
And
famous sentence in the lending world.
And with the market being a little bit slower, it's moved to a buyer's market. I've seen some of your contracts that you sent over. The negotiations that you do are just incredible. I'm super impressed.
Appreciate it. I think it's a major in today's market. It's important. It's a major component to make a deal, not just a successful deal, to make your clients understand that you're not there. You're not in this journey for yourself. You're in this journey for them.
Right.
You need to bring to the table the added value because,
yes.
As you know, the rules also change in regards to our industry, and buyers will have to actually, in some points, if the sellers willing to pay our commission, buyers will have to pay our commission. And I'm going to be honest with you, I'm an old school bird. I'm a veteran in the business. I just don't see. I cannot put my head around sellers not paying the full commission overall. I think that a seller, if a seller is ready and motivated and is prepared his property to sell his home for retail value, part of his expenses is supposed to be the commission that pay out to agents.
Yep.
I don't think that buyers are supposed to pay commission to their agents, but in some cases, we developed the techniques, put together a great system and tactics on, even if the sellers are not willing to pay our commission, we know how to turn around and put it on the contract where they're going to pay our commission. So there is great paragraphs on our TXR, our TAR document, that we are, knowing like the back of our hand, pretty much.
Yeah.
So we know how to put together the right contracts, and I think it's very, very important also. People that just maybe have some challenges with their credit score and they need to bring more money to the table. I mean, you can tell us about qualifications overall. You will have to, they want to come and say, hey, I want to buy this house, but I need you to, I want to get a lower rate. So can you get a lower rate in today's market, Aaron?
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I like to do is when you refer clients to me, we get their total scenario, we put it into a technology system called Mortgage Coach and provide a few different options for them to look at. And not maybe only them look at, but if they have a financial advisor or work with a financial advisor, I like to get with them and go through that with their financial advisor as well to make sure that what I'm trying to recommend for their financial journey with the mortgage follows what their financial advisor recommends. My job is we're putting them in debt, but we want to do it the right way, right? And so The reason why mortgage debt is so valuable and so important is because appreciation. And so when we look at depreciation and how long somebody's potentially going to be in a house, maybe it makes sense to buy points and get the lowest rate. I always tell people, hey, the banks have done a great job of advertising, getting your clients, getting our borrowers to focus on the lowest rate. Because if they can get you to pay points, they're getting their money up front. They don't have to worry about the long term of what's going to happen on the journey of the house, home ownership. We go through and analyze and have those conversations with the client. Hey, how long do you plan on being here? Does it make sense to buy rates? What's the return on investment calculation? When does this break even? Does it make sense? And sometimes taking a higher rate is a much better option than a lower rate. So the answer is yes, absolutely we can get low rates, but does it make sense to do that?
Do you think? You know, I'm going into a lot of conversations with my clients, especially with buyers, where I always tell them that there is a possibility because it's a program that you guys as the lenders rolled it into the market. It's the buy down program. What's your thoughts about the buy down program? Should we as agents put the pressure to get the seller allowance in the contract, in negotiations, during option period? There's many ways I can do
Yes.
it. Do you think it's crucial for the successful of a transaction and also to for our buyers, because eventually I want to save them money at the end of the day? Do you think that the buy down program and the cost of that program is worth it because it's only give a discount for the first 2 or 3 years? What's your thoughts about that?
Absolutely. Great question. As an agent that's representing the buyers and working hard for your buyers, getting up front on this temporary buy downs, I think is super important. We actually just had a client that we worked through that we talked them out of taking discount points. They wanted a lower rate. And you were able to go negotiate the sellers offering a temporary buy down. And the buy down on this client is just it's a 1 year buy down. It's given the market time to adjust itself. And what it's doing is it's saving the client $400 to $500 per month. And it's really, we have a special program where as a lender, we can offer a temporary buy down to our clients. As a agent, you could offer it. And also, but we try to get the sellers to pay for it so that the sellers can pay that cost. And if you're selling properties, if you're looking at listing or selling a property, always talk to your lender about getting a buy down before you ever drop the price. Because dropping the price doesn't have the impact that a buy down does.
Can you include the buy down cost in your loan estimates?
Absolutely.
So we can provide it to our clients immediately when they apply?
Absolutely.
So that's giving them like the general idea why it's important for me to really focus on it and negotiate it with the sellers.
That's
with
right.
The seller's agent, obviously.
Yes. Yeah, and we've proven over and over, it makes more sense for your client to pay market price or, however you negotiate, but pay a little bit more on the price of the house and then get the seller to contribute towards the closing.
There is no market prices right now, Aaron. There's just not. I mean, I'm experiencing a lot of price decreases all over the place.
Yeah, and that's the thing.
And home sits. Sitting on the market in a way that I've never seen it for a long time. I mean, I remember days that homes were flying within a weekend and with multiple offers. I mean, even 2024 when it was tough here, I've still, if it was priced right, homes looks good, was taken care of, handled well, you'll see properties getting into an executed contract within a weekend. So you don't see it right now. I mean, it's like people understand what's going on. I mean, buyers realistically understand what's going on, and they're kind of, they go, they look, and they kind of sit on the fence. Before they move in.
Are they scared to negotiate the price? I mean, if the house was half the price, would it move? Like, what's it going to take to get some transaction or movement in the market?
I think it's a bundle of things. It's a lot of different things. I think it's a mix of things. It's financially. I mean, obviously, when they're ready to move forward, they already did their checkups. They have their financials ready. Obviously they apply with you. I send them to you immediately. You send them the link immediately. They apply, so they understand exactly kind of what's going on. But moving forward, even the summer started actually. The summer season and the strong season of our industry started about mid-April, beginning of May. I could see like a good trend going go up, and I saw like a great statistics in my sales and my leases. We do a lot of leases too.
Okay.
We treat, this was very smart on our end because we saw like a decrease in our sales. So I sat down with my team and I told them, okay, what should we do? We still want to make sure to keep the income in high levels. What should we do? And then we created a really beautiful agenda for homes for lease. And actually, matter of fact, there is a lot of inventory for a lot of, there's a lot of homes that are available for lease, and buyers have more the intention to, answering your questions, sitting on the fence. Yeah, they want to see. First of all, I think they're waiting on Washington too.
Okay.
They want to see the impact of our great president, Mr. Trump. They want to see of all these tariffs and everything that he's doing. If it's gonna, I know that he pressed the Feds strongly to lower the rates.
So everybody's waiting on lower rates, and I think
That's
the
what
answer
really
is,
people are waiting for.
And so the answer to all of your buyers, all your people sitting
Yes.
on the fence is, let's not wait for lower rates. Take advantage of the
Price
negotiations,
decreases.
the price decreases,
Absolutely.
the negotiations you can have.
I agree with you.
Let's get these temporary buy downs. Let's get them locked into a much lower rate for 3 years or 2 years or a year. And let that happen kind of naturally with the market. So they get a super low price house or a value in the house, and then we adjust the rates as we can.
Amazing.
Right?
I'm ready to send you more customers. That's a good deal.
All right,
I love
cool.
it.
Well, Tomer, talk to me about you just launched a new YouTube
Yes,
YouTube platform.
yes. Very excited about it. I'm originally born and raised in Israel. I'm an Israeli, ex-Israeli. Lived here most of half of my life. Live here in the U.S. And something that I want to create. I saw my competitors obviously, and a lot of people just I think creating contents. I think this is the main reason why we're sitting here in this studio and taking this podcast, so we can. I think it's important. I think I want more people to know about my dedication, my love for this. I have a very, very strong passion for this business. I think that people that do it, I came from business. I came from retail business. I was an entrepreneur since I was 21 years old. I own multiple different businesses. Real estate, for sure, it's the toughest business that I ever own. But today, what drives me in this business is the love that I have and the passion that I have for the business. That's why I was fighting against all chances to get my broker license. It was super tough. It was many, many hours of education, more than 900 hours to be precise.
Wow.
And the broker license test wasn't that easy as I did my realtor exam like 13 years ago. And the new YouTube channel, I think it's a summarize of everything that I've done in the industry.
Okay.
In the last like 13 years, all the sales I had, all the transactions. I'm taking all my experience from all the transaction I had, and all the information, the education, the scenarios representing sellers, representing buyers, helping people achieving great results with investment properties. In some point, we also had a management company doing management for Airbnb properties.
Got it.
So we really swimming in this huge, deep blue ocean of different type of the real estate. The real estate term is huge. And I didn't even touch commercial yet. This is just like the residential side
Yes.
of and all the services and all the aspects of what we provide. And for me, today, that's like I'm closing. I feel like I'm closing a circle. I think it's time. I could do it before, but I didn't feel ready. I didn't feel ready for it. I didn't feel that I'm okay. There's a lot of people out there that are doing it. To catch publicity.
Yeah.
This is not publicity for me. I'm not trying to be the realtor celeb, and this is not my goal. I'm not trying to be a celeb. I'm not trying to be like a superstar real estate agent. And I want to provide good information, real education, and I want to make sure that people, also be more familiar with me before we even sit to the table and meet in person, like what we're doing over here. So the Tomer Unlock Dallas, it's a great new YouTube channel that I've created. We are loading fresh content on a weekly basis. But I'm also starting to do more personalized videos as well.
No,
So people will
I
see
love
me
that.
more.
They get to know who you are and what you
Yeah.
do for fun. And, in your YouTube channel, is your focus to talk to, obviously inform potential clients, but are you looking to bring on new real estate agents to your brokerage, to your team? And,
Yeah, yeah,
and
that's the next step overall. I think something that I've also realized it's there's a lot of rookies in the real estate schools, and it's like I've been there in the end of 2023. I've been there, went back to did like 300 hours in like 3 months of education, and I've seen all those students sitting there. There's a lot of rookies coming into this industry left and right. I think there's a lot of companies. There's a lot of great companies out there, but most of companies, in my opinion, they disservice their agents.
yeah,
They take way more than they really provide.
yeah,
And again, I wanted to be in a position where I can today loudly and clearly say that I have the systems, the tools, the people behind me to put a great system together,
yeah.
to put a great, because when you get your license, as you ask about agents, you get your license, you pretty much drop into a maze. This is the way I see it.
Well, and as a lender that has worked with hundreds of agents in my career, I've been in the business since 2008. I know it's a great time to get in the business, but so it's kind of been up and to the right since I've been in the business. And what I've noticed about you and what you do, your data, you keep organization. What people don't understand is how valuable that data can become. So as an agent in the market, you helping your realtors who come work with you with their databases and keeping track of their systems, because there's a way to monetize and actually take that data and your database and turn it into a data bank. And that's really my job, is to help. How do we take some of the stuff that you have that you've done a really good job keeping up with and turning that into dollars and opportunity for more information for your clients?
Another great opportunity that came out with your company and your great and incredible team is that you have, first of all, they have such an incredible team.
Thank you. I agree.
Of amazing support in regards to taking all the apps, systems, tools, making our work way easier on the follow up, because this is the main key in this business, the follow up, and you helping us. And I think it's gonna, right now, as I said, I feel more ready and prepared to recruit. When I'm recruiting agents, and when agents gonna come and join the Lankri agency, they know, first of all, they're gonna have a broker they're gonna see actually in the morning in the office, compared to a lot of other.
That's it, yeah.
Compared to a lot of other places that you really don't see a broker ever, pretty much. So they'll see me every day, and then my door will be open for guidance and training and giving them fresh, great ideas. And it's more about them than about me. Yes, I'm holding their license, but eventually I want to bring them all their tools, all their systems, bring them a great company on the lending side with your team at the Spire Mortgage, that will help them with their CRM, with their follow up.
Yes.
So then I'm pretty sure that with my competitive splits, I will be able to recruit a lot of agents.
Absolutely.
I have no doubt.
Yeah.
But I didn't open my retail location yet.
Okay.
I'm waiting. I mean, I'm sitting on the fence as well.
I think a lot of people are happy not to go into an office. I go by and try to meet realtors at their office or agents at their office, and it's very far and few between that you can get an agent actually in person. Everybody's running around doing stuff, and
Right.
That's always what I've been told, and what I know is, as a salesperson, if you're sitting at your desk, you're probably not doing a great job.
You're not making
Yeah, so good. So no rush to get the location.
I want to do it just for because I want my agents also to know that they are part of an household name. It's important to me. I want them to make. I will have a training. I will have weekly trainings where your team members coming over, different vendors, different sponsors coming over to getting us more educated, and we like all knives running around. The sharpest your knife is, the sharpest you can, the sharper you can be in this industry, and let's say it like that. I mean, we really, at the end of the day, we're not selling real estate. We're just the problem solvers.
Yeah.
So that's what we do.
Well, being from Israel and speaking English as your second language,
Yes.
you've done a great job.
Thank you. I have some broken English.
Why Dallas-Fort Worth? Why did you pick here to settle in and make this your home?
Uh, that's a wonderful question. You take me, wow, you take me, it's like, you take me in the years, like going back. It's like, it's a good questions about the history of since I came here. So I own retail businesses all over the place. I had kiosk. You know those people in the middle of the mall that bother you when you walk. It's like, hey, come, I want to.
Oh, they want the saltwater.
Yes, yeah, the body butters and
yeah.
the salty products and the cosmetics. So this is my beginning. I was a hardcore salesman in the mall, 11 hours on my feet every single day, working 10 to 9. The hours of the mall hours are insane.
I have to ask, was the salt from the supplies actually brought in from from
From the Dead Sea, no.
It
It's
wasn't.
just called the
Okay.
Dead Sea. It's probably manufactured here in the backside of Richardson or something.
Yeah, maybe in Salt Lake, the Great Salt Lake.
It's gonna be in Salt Lake. It's gonna be actually great. No, I mean we just bought it from wholesalers that sell
Yeah.
beauty cosmetics products. It's really the energy.
Yeah.
It's really the energy, the sell, the location. I work in the Midwest for a couple of good years, and Bible Belt people, you tell them Israel, the people start hugging me and kissing me in the middle of the mall. It was
That's
funny.
good. That's great.
But great people, by the way. Really enjoyed of working in that area in the country, and and then I moved to Dallas for the same opportunity. I moved to Dallas for the same opportunity, and then I opened. I actually had not too far from here in Frisco Mall, Stonebriar Mall.
Yep.
I had locations over there, and I have another 2 locations in Hearst, the other side of the city, in one of the Simon malls over there. And I had a crew, employees, and I really loved that business. That's what actually brought me to Dallas.
Okay.
And then, kind of make long story short, eventually that's what I've actually met a friend of mine in our community here that came from Austin. And he knew that I'm in this type of business, in the retail business, and I'm a retailer. And he told me, hey, dude, I mean, don't you want to kind of jump yourself? Don't you want to kind of mix into the American culture, stop with the Israeli show business and go into get yourself like a good career, build something for yourself and for your legacy, family. One day you're gonna, maybe one day you're gonna get married, have kids. And I was like, I don't know about that, but maybe, yeah. He's like, let's do it. And he said, what do you offer? Do you have a proposal for me? He said, you should go and get your real estate license. I'm sure you're gonna do so well. You have the personality. And this guy was a broker in Austin.
Oh, perfect.
The days that you could be a broker within 2 years
Yep,
of experience. Yes. Remember those days. This was a long time ago. And I said, sure, I'll try. And I went and I got my education. Within a month and a half, I got all my education hours. It's about 180 hours. Boom, just got off the page, knock it down. And I didn't start nothing. I was so occupied with my retail business. Back then in 2012, also brought some products from China. I did manufacturing from China. Brought a couple of containers, so I really didn't have the time. But God works in mysterious ways, and He made sure that I will be failing in my retail businesses, lose a lot of money, so I can go and do something with the license that I got, and that's what happened. I had a strong, personally and business-wise, it was both came together. In 2012, it just was a kind of a crash in my business with business partners, and that I didn't get along with, and also in a very, very terrified situation, or you can say it you can say even very personal accident. I airborne from black ice, and I broke my foot, and I was pretty much home rest for 3.5 months after a very tough surgery on my ankle. And that's what made me kind of rethinking, reshaping my plans and my thoughts about my life and my career. And, and then I said, hey, I always have in this back of my head, hey, I got that license.
Yeah, get it to work.
I got this license of real estate, I mean, what I'm afraid of,
Yeah,
I'm a
great.
go-getter. And
that was 16 years ago?
That was in 2012, 13 years ago.
Okay, great.
And then I just, I said, let's do it. And I kind of started to work into it. Then I realized that I'm missing a lot of hours of additional education because the rules are changing in real estate.
Always. Gotta keep up to date.
Every time the rules are changing, then I I just took a leap of faith, got the hours that I needed, and moved forward and started to work. First 2 years was horrible.
That's important for everybody to know. It's like hard work. It's not. It doesn't happen overnight,
No,
right?
no.
It takes time to develop.
First
so.
2 years, I showed, I think, properties to every creature in Dallas, and I just got so many no's. No, 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 no. It's like, and I'm spending time and money away from my kids. I just had I had two newborns from one, my oldest son born in 2012, and my other son born immediately after 2013. So, I have babies at home, a wife at home, and I'm like running around the city, not selling money, not making money, not here and not there. I'm not even focusing on my retail business that I had on the side as well. So it was tough. Was very, very challenging years. But then, when Moses arrived to the mountain and he got the rock fell on his head, I always mimic that
Life is
story
good,
to that.
no.
I think we're going to be able to do wonderful because you have so many great tools and systems and so many loan products.
Yep.
That, and today I'm actually working with a lot of investors.
Yes.
And I think your loan products are going to be able to complete the package.
Tomer, some of your buyers that might not have been approved before because of their credit, we are, Fannie and Freddie just backed the Advantage 4. I think it's Advantage 4.0, where they are allowing a new type of credit reporting. So we don't have to specifically use the FICO score, and I think by their estimates, it's going to increase the amount of buyers that can actually qualify for a loan. I have to look at the numbers, but it's substantial amount of buyers that now will qualify that have never been able to qualify before because of. Now, obviously, if there's student loans or some type of federal debt that they just haven't paid, that's not going to work. But there's now another opportunity with using different type of a credit analyzer to get this done.
That's the question that I actually have for you because I saw a post from Bolt. He mentioned, and I quote, "My order today, thanks for my boss, Potos, will allow for Americans to use their rent to qualify for a mortgage. Credit history will no longer just include credit cards and loans. This is huge."
Yes.
What's your intake about that?
It's the same.
Are people going to be able to be qualified for a loan based on their rental history?
It's literally 3 days old as we're doing this podcast, so I haven't gone through and been able to. I can't give you an exact answer, but I will tell you there's a lot more flexibility where there hasn't never been before.
Wow.
Well, not only with rental history, but phone bill. You start looking at alternative credit, things that we can use to show that the borrower is going to make a payment, and it opens up the opportunity to buy.
Do you see any type of scenario of kind of replicating the recession in 2008 with the subprime crisis?
No.
It's not going to open us to another crisis like that.
No, it's
because
not.
It feels like that. Like right now, you guys are easing the lending qualifications.
Yeah.
For me as a of course I'm looking at everything as an industry professional, not as someone that is ready to purchase a house. I mean, I'm just I'm just worried that it's not going to take us to another crisis. You know what I mean?
I think to that point, that's why different credit scores, different down payments get different treatment. If there's more skin in the game from a borrower, then they're going to get a much better deal than if they have a lot less skin in the game as far as rates are concerned or discount points or cost. Because there is that factor of if the investor or the lender knows that if the borrower puts money into the transaction, they're going to be a lot less likely to walk away from the deal. So to answer your question, even if everything gets bad again, we know that the government will be there to fix it. It's kind of
Gotcha.
It seems to be the trend here.
The government come in and fix it.
We'll be okay.
And another important questions that I have for you, because lately I work with a lot of investors. They like the non-QA products, like
non-QM,
non-qualified
mortgage,
non-qualified mortgage products. Overall, to keep a new investor that is doing his first purchase his first investment property purchase. What is your recommendation as far as like to still have enough equity in this purchase? Obviously, they probably will buy the property and flip it.
Yep.
They might gonna keep it for rental.
Yep.
And get their equity back by the DSCR loan.
Yeah.
But what is your recommendation for the new investor that is doing his first rodeo? What do you recommend? What type of loan do you recommend to those people?
Tomer, it's a loaded question because it depends on how much cash. So one of the things I always tell people is don't throw all your cash into a deal. You need to have liquidity in case something happens, or people get into buying properties or buying investment properties because of the appreciation, and so with the same money, why buy one property if you could buy five? And so when I look at these, this is part of the technology that where I'll go and take their information and I'll put together 3 or 4 or 5 options for them to go through and analyze to see what makes the most sense for them and kind of their plan and their roadmap to make sure that we're structuring these loans in a way that follows their investment portfolio or their guidelines. So it's a loaded question in the fact that it could be if they don't qualify traditionally, we could get creative. There's all types of different loans now, and we embrace everybody that wants to borrow money from us. We want to lend you the money. That's how we make our money. So,
can you work with foreigners?
Absolutely.
That's good.
Yeah, and when you bring me a client, my job is to deliver. And how we structure it, how we put it together, I want it not only to help your buyers, your clients become wealthy through real estate. That's my main goal. How do we help these clients become more wealthy with real estate?
Got you. I think it's going to be, we should put together like a seminar and bring all my investors together.
I agree. I think
it's
going
to be a great idea. Sounds good.
Well, Tomer, thanks for coming in and joining me today and introducing everybody to your brand and who you are. And
thank you.
Looking forward to many more.
Same here.
All right.
Thank you, sir.